Hi everyone, so this video is going to be focused on how to prepare for your engineering degree. Um, it's currently May 2020, and right now we are in a pandemic. The entire world is in a pandemic, and because of that, some institutions are going to be opening later, and some students have been out of school earlier than they expected to, so they have all this free time on their hands, and a lot of times that can be university students. So some of you who are extra eager might be wondering, okay, so what's the best way to prepare for my degree that I'm going to do? What can I do in this time to ensure that when I start my degree, I start with like an upper hand? And just from my experience, because I'm in my fourth year during my mechanical engineering degree. So yes, just to be specific, this is for people going into study engineering degrees. So these are just some of the things that I wish I did before I started my degree. The first thing is to brush up on your maths. In engineering, there is a lot of maths, and I think maths is one of those things. It's like playing an instrument. Once you haven't done it for a while, it feels a bit weird when you start again. So if before your course you actually just brush up on all the prerequisite math that you're supposed to do, I think that's a really good idea, because math will be a module that you will have pretty much every semester up until you probably get to third year. So it's really good to have that upper hand and not necessarily need to learn again. Another good thing would be to actually look at the course you're doing and the modules and getting a bit of an understanding of all the concepts. So, for example, if you are doing both civil and mechanical engineering, one thing that you will do is fluid mechanics. So it might be just good to get a bit of an overview of what exactly is fluid mechanics. And I think getting yourself like a good overarching not principle, but good overarching knowledge of all the different modules you'll do will be really, really helpful in preparing you to learn for them. The next thing is get industry awareness. So you've chosen a course, and hopefully, part of what has motivated you to choose that course is the possibilities of what you could do as a career. And so, for engineering, especially, industry awareness is really, really important, especially for deciding what you want to do and take career paths. So, take this time to learn more about the industry. Go online, do research about the different things you can do. A good way to start this off is Target Job does a guide for different sort of courses and the different routes you can take. Actually, give me 1 second. I am going to look for that guide. I am back. So this is the Target Jobs Engineering Guide. And so they have inside lots of information about a career in engineering. And I think you should be able to get these online as well. So if you have a read of them, you will get to understand the different career paths and just get a good overall career industry awareness, which I think is really important. Another thing that I think is super important is having LinkedIn. LinkedIn is an amazing platform for, number one, meeting people who are currently in careers you would like to see yourself in. You get an opportunity to ask them, and people on LinkedIn are so nice and so helpful as well. So yeah, so get LinkedIn, follow different companies, connect with people, and just get yourself out there. Start building your network. And when you get to university, there will be opportunities to go for different events. So go for those events, build your network. My network has been absolutely crucial in my career development. And I would say if I were to do things again, I would start building that network from even before I got to uni, because it's been such a great experience to meet all these people and to be able to stay connected with them on LinkedIn. My last bit of advice is to join your professional body. So, as engineers, most engineering fields do have a professional body. For mechanical engineering is the Institute of Mechanical Engineers, IMechE. For civil engineering is the Institute of Civil Engineers. For electronic engineers, I believe it's the IET. And so, yeah, so all these professional bodies do have student memberships that you can have, and they're more than I've mentioned, but they do have memberships you can have, and you can read articles as well. And having that student membership will keep you up to date with what's happening with the body and also what's happening with the body locally. So, for example, the IMEC here has a local body in Dundee, and there are students who are on that body as well. And I think it's just a good experience, and again, it just opens up your network. So I've come to the end of all my tips, and I hope they have been helpful. My most important tip is just to find what you love. I think for me, I started off with civil engineering and I switched to mechanical engineering. That decision was made because I had had 2 internships in civil engineering. I had good industry awareness, and I realized that civil engineering was not what I loved, and I preferred mechanical engineering. And guess what? I did mechanical engineering. I'm still doing mechanical engineering, and I do really like it. But now I found that I actually love the tech side of things as well. So I would never have learned these things about myself unless I put myself out there. So yeah, just put yourself out there, see what you love, and chase that.